So welcome children once again. Now today we are going to do some programs using the loops. So the topic I'm covering is programming using loops part 1, since we will be doing some more programs. Now children, I have written some programs over here, and here are some numbers which are written, and these numbers have relation with each other. So these numbers which are written like this, we normally call them as series. So normally we call them as series. So these are the programs today which we are going to do. So the first series given over here is to print the natural numbers, and it is to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have to print 10. So children, this program can be done like this. We write class, say series, then we write public void main. This is what you always write. And children, we have to generate numbers from 1 to 10 with a difference of 1. So we can generate these numbers with the help of a for loop. If I say I is less than equal to 10, I is 1, I is less than. So this loop is going to start from 1 to 10. So if you see children, you are going to get all these numbers from 1 to 10 through a variable I, and if I print this number system.out.print say I say ln I. Now if I am printing this number like that children, then my output will come like this 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is not the way I am asking the output. The output is asked in a row. So for that we'll use print. Now even if we use this print statement, my output will come like this 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And there is a comma in between. I also want to print this comma because at your level it would be preferential to print this comma over here. So what we'll do, now I'll put one more condition. If I is less than 10, then I am also printing a comma. So this is print, and here I am printing a comma. So since now I have two statements in a loop, I have enclosed it in a braces. So children, we are going to follow this. First time the value of I becomes 1, and I have printed this 1. Then I am checking, is I less than 10? I is 1. Yes, it is less than 10. This comma will get printed. Again, when we go up, I plus plus, that makes the value of I is 2. 2 will get printed. Again, 2 is less than 10, so comma will get printed, and so on. The last value which will print over here will be 10, but when 9 will get printed, again comma will get printed because 9 will be less than 10. And then children, the value of I will become 10 and 10 will get printed, but I is now not less than 10, so this comma will not get printed. So it is a small program to print this series, that is from 1 to 10, and here I have also printed the comma in between. I hope children you have followed this series. If you want, you can note down this series also, and these series are coming in the syllabus. Initially I am going to take very simple series to just know about the loop, but in the later stages we are going to do all the series which has come in the board exam also. So this series we have done. Now we'll move on to the next series. The second one is to print the even numbers. It is printing 2, 4, 6, 8. This is the series now we are going to do. It is asking us to print 2, 4, 6, 8 and till 20. The same thing we apply over here. We write class. Again I am using the same name as series. Public void main. Don't have to input anything in this. And here children, I am running my loop starting from 2 till 20, but I am using my step size as I plus 2. So the value of I is going to be initially 2, then it is going to change by plus 2, 2, 4, 6, 8 you are going to get, and till 20. So here also children we can print I, and comma. I have told you how we can print a comma. So if I is less than 20, we are printing a comma in this. So this comma, so this is the basis for the loop since I have used two statements here. And children, this is how we can write this series. So you may just copy down this series, children, and this is this series, second series, which we have done. I hope you have followed it. The step size I have taken as I plus 2. So this is how the series is being done. I hope you can pause the video and you can copy down this video here. So this is question number 2. Now we come to the next question. That is question number 3. Here again values are getting printed. Here again values are getting printed. This is the series, children, which I am going to print over here. And my question is 1, 3, 5, 7 till I am printing less than equal to n. So the last value can be n or less than n. So children, for this we'll begin class series. Again, you can write down any name as a class name, but when you are doing it on computer, you cannot have two classes with the same name. So you will have to change the name. Now children, in this particular series, there is one unknown term, that is n. So this unknown term I am going to input here. So this unknown term, so whatever the value of n is entered by the user, that series is going to get printed up to that term. And here again I am using my loop for int I is equal to 1. Here I am going to start it with 1 and then I have a difference of 2, 1, 3, 5, 7. So I will say less than equal to n. This is the series, or the test expression is till the value of I becomes equal to n or less than equal to n. And I am printing n over, I am printing I. For a comma I can print if I is less than n. So I will print a comma. And children, even if you don't print this comma over here, your series is getting printed. You will get marks for that also. So I hope this series is clear to you all. Here one thing is that the unknown term in the series I have entered it. And as I can see that it will be any integer value, that is why I have taken the value of n as integer. Now we'll move on to the next series. Next series is the fourth one. This series has also come in the board exam. This series has come in the board exam, and the series is 1, 5, 9, 13 till 81. Now children, can you guess what is the difference or what is the relation between these numbers? Yes, I hope you have got the relation. It is starting from 1, then it is adding 4. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 4 is 13 and so on. The last value you will get will be 18. So it is, the step size here will be I plus 4. So public void main. So here I am starting my loop for int I is equal to 1, I is less than equal to 81, and here I am going to say I is equal to I plus 4. So initially my value of I will be 1, then it will be increased by plus 4, I will get 5, then I will get 9, and now here I am going to print my values. Print I, and till less than 81 I am going to print a comma, which I am doing it like this. So this is the end of loop, this is the end of method and class. So children, I hope you have followed this series 1, 5, 9, 13. Initially the value of I will be 1 gets printed. Then next time it will get increased by 5. So 1 plus 4 is 5. So 5 will get printed. Then 5 plus 4 is 9. And then 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 plus 4 is 17. And so on. You will get all the terms of this series. Now children, next we'll go to the fifth series. The fifth one is, you can find out the difference. It is 5, then 10, 15, 20 and up to 50. So series starting from 5 and then there is an increment of 5 plus 5. 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. So I hope this series you can do. So series public void main. So here children, I am going to start my loop from 5 and it is going to end at 50. So I is equal to I plus 5. So my initial value is 5, my final value is 50 and I am increasing the value by 5 and here I am printing I. So I will get all these numbers. Print I, and if I is less than 50, so I am going to print that comma. For I close, method I close. So children, this is the series. This is the fifth series, 5, 10, 15, 20, which is getting printed over here. Now we come to the sixth series, children. Sixth series I am going to do. I hope you all are following this series, children. So if you are not following anything, please write a comment and give me the comment. I'll explain you again. Now I am moving on to the sixth series and it is 10, 9, 8, 7 till 1. So here the initial value is more than the final value. So what we do, class series, then I write public void main. So children, now I am going to start my loop from for int I is equal to 10, I is greater than equal to 1, I minus minus. So my loop will start from 10 to 1. That is what it is asking us to print. So I print I, 10 will get printed. And for the comma here the condition is going to change. If I is greater than 1, then I am going to print my comma in between. So this is the reverse of a statement. So here I have reversed the value 10, 9, 8. So the loop is in negative update value 10, then it will become minus minus 9, then 8, and those values which we get, we print those values. So this question is clear, children. Now we move on to the next one. Next question, that is question number 7. Here it is again 20, 18, 16. So 20, 18, 16, 14 and it is going till 2. So again here children, class series, public void main, and here I am running my loop. Children, this I can be any other variable also. I am taking for my variables. So I have reserved my variables according to myself. For loops I am taking I and j. For numbers I take n, or for name also I take n. So if you can take any other variable also other than I. So it is I is 20, I is greater than equal to 2 and I is equal to I minus 2. So 20 minus 2 will become 18, 18 minus 2 16, 16 minus 2 14 and so on. So now I print I, and here if I say if I is greater than 2, then I am going to print a comma. Here I end my loop, method and class. So children, I hope this is clear to you all. So this series is also clear to you all. Now we move on to another series, that is series number 8, which I have written here. Now children, this series normally comes and we make mistake in this. 2, 4, 6, 8. And if you say here it is written 10 terms. Now this is very important terms. Terms means that this is first term, second term, third, fourth. And in this way you have to write 10 terms. So what will be the last value? If it is 10, it will be 20. So 2, 4, 6, 8, so this value. But we cannot calculate this every time. If it would have been n terms, then again it would have been a problem. So children, now what we do, we start our program, public void main. Now this series or the numbers of this series should get printed 10 times. So what I am doing here is I am taking a as equal to 2. My initial value is 2, so I have taken it as 2. And now children, I am running my loop 10 times. So this loop is going to get executed 10 times and I am printing my value not I but as a. So if I print a, what will get printed? 2 will get printed. That is what I want. And I am also saying if I is less than 10, I am printing my comma, that will get printed. And children, for the next value I am saying that a is equal to a plus 2. So after I print this 2 and a comma, a plus 2 will become 4 and the second time this loop gets executed and 4 gets printed. Then after the second time it becomes 6 and 6 gets printed. So this loop is going to get executed 10 times and as I have written print a within a loop which is getting executed 10 times, so my 10 values will get printed. So here there is a difference. Most of the children do it like 2 to 10 I plus 2. That is wrong because it is not the values, it is the terms it is talking about. So I hope this you have followed. So if it is terms, then you must know about these terms also. And children, these terms we are finding out with a loop. Although I am not printed I as a value, I have printed a as a value and I am increasing it by 2. And I am running my loop 10 times. I hope this is clear to you all. Now children, we'll move on to the next series. Now if you move on to this 9 series, and here it is saying 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3, 3 upon 4 and so on, we have to print 9 upon 10. Now children, this series is not asking you to print the calculated value of 1 by 2. It is not going to ask you to print 0.5. It is asking you to print this series as the output. So what we do over here, children, class series public void main, and children, what I am doing over here is I am running my loop from 1 to 9, not 10 but to 9. 1, 2, 3, so last number is 9, so I have taken the value from 1 to 9. And children, just see how I am printing this value. System.out.print I. I means children, what will get printed? 1 will get printed. Then within double quotes I am printing a slash sign. So this slash sign will get printed, and since I have put it in a string, it will not get concatenated or it will not get calculated, it will get joined together and concatenation will take place, and here I am taking I plus. So if the value of I is 1, so 1 will get printed, then this slash sign will get printed and this value will get calculated. If I is 1, then I plus 1 is 2, so value will be 1. Next time when the value of I becomes 2, so 2 slash 3. Next time 3 slash 4. Then last 9 slash 10, this value will get printed. And for a comma, we are going to use if I is less than 9, this is the last term. So we say print a comma. Now children, if possible, try to execute these programs on computers also, So you will know how these outputs are coming. You will get exactly the same outputs. So children, I hope this series is clear to you all. Here I have used this slash sign within double quotes. I have used it as a string. So this calculation now will not take place. Only this calculation is taking place. And since it is a bracket, it will get executed first. So this series is clear, children. Now we come to the 10 series. We have to do many more series also. So here we have to do the 10 series, that is 2, 5, 10, 17, 26, and this is again 10 terms. Now children, can you find out the relation between these terms? This series is also from the board exam. It has come in the board exam. So I hope you have found out the difference between each term, or the relation between each term. Children, it is a natural square of a natural number plus 1. So it is 1 square 1 plus 1, 2 square 4 plus 1, 3 square 9 plus 1, 4 square 16 plus 1, then 5 square 25 plus 1. So it is getting executed how many times? 10 times. So class series, then we have public void main, and children, how many times the series is going to get executed? 10 times. So I say I is less than equal to 10, I plus plus. Now children, one point I told you yesterday in my last video, that we can use the control variable within the loop. So what I am doing over here is, I am saying system.out.print I into I, that is square plus 1. So I have squared a number plus 1, this value will get executed, calculated, and then it will get printed. Now children, for the comma, I say if I is less than 10, I print a comma. So 10 times this value will get printed, and every time a square of a number plus 1 will be there to calculate, and it will be printing all these values. So children, I hope you have followed all these 10 series till date. Now we are going to continue some more. So welcome children, now we are going to continue with some more series. So this is the 11th series, and I am writing 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 until it is 9 terms. So we'll see how this series can be done. So class series, then we have public void main. Here children, I am taking a variable a as 0. I will tell you why I have taken, and I have to print this series how many times children? I have to print it 9 times, so I am running a loop from 1 to 9. And here I am saying a is equal to a multiplied by 10 plus 1, and I print a. I print a, and for the comma I say if I is less than 9, I am printing a comma also. Children, this series also has come in the board exam. The comma was not asked over there, but this series has come. Now children, I hope you have written this series. Now we'll see how this series is working. I am going to make a dry run of it. Now dry run is made like this. I have children 2 variables, I and a. I have used only 2 variables in this, I and a. Initially a is equal to 0, and when the loop executes the first time, I am saying a is equal to a into 10. So 0 into 10 is 0, and plus 1 makes 1. And then I print a, so this value gets printed. Comma will also get printed. Next time again the value of I becomes 2, and second time again I am saying a is equal to a into 10. Now a is 1, so 1 into 10 is 10, and plus 1 is 11. So I get the next term, that is 11, and 11 gets printed. Now when the third time this loop gets executed, again I am saying a is equal to a into 10. So 11 into 10 is 110 plus 1 makes 111. So children, I hope you are getting these terms. So this is how we get all these terms, and 9 times these terms will get evaluated and will get printed. So this is how we are printing this. And children, sometimes this series is also asked like this: 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and so on. For this, you only have to change this expression. In place of 1, you have to write 5. You will get all these numbers here also. So this expression is very important in this program, which you have to follow. So children, I hope you have done this, you have followed this program. Now we'll move on to the next part of the program, and next part of the program is series number 12. So series 12 is again it is of the same type 1, then it is asking you to print 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on till 9 terms. So then this is also the same series which we have done as series number 11, and there is only one change in it. This is public void main. Here also children, I am taking a variable a is equal to 0. I am again running my loop. So this is the same program I am doing as I have done in the previous series. But this is the change I am making. A is equal to a into 10 is also same. But in place of adding 1, here I am adding I. So this is the change I have made, and I will get all these numbers. So system.out dot print a, and if I is less than 9, I print a comma also. And children, if you want to know how this is working, I am writing here I and a is 0, I becomes 1. For the first term I say a is equal to a into 10, a into 10 is 0 into 10 is 0 plus I 1. So this value gets calculated and gets printed. Second time I am saying a is equal to a into 10, so 1 into 10 is 10 plus I is now 2, so it becomes 12. So this value gets printed. For the third time, again I say 12 into 10 is 120 plus 3, that makes 123. Then for the fourth time, 1, 2, 3 into 10, that makes 1, 2, 3, 0 plus 4. So these values will get printed like this. I hope children this series is clear to you. Please just copy down this series. Please copy down. And these two series I hope you all have done. Now children, after the series, here till now we have just printed the terms of the series. Now there is a little difference in the next series. So these two series I have done. Now in this series, it is not asking me to print the terms. It is asking me to find the sum of all these numbers. So in this series is asking us to find the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 till n. N is the value which we are going to enter. So children, here we are. It is a program on series, but it is sum of series. And most of the time in the board exam, questions are asked in sum of series only. So for this, what we do, class series, then we have public void name, and as I told you, if you have any unknown term this side, then you enter it, and its data type you have to decide. So here its data type will be integer. Now children, if you add all these integer value, you are going to get an integer sum. So I am initializing value s as 0 of type integer, because here I am going to get the sum as integer. Now I am generating my numbers through a loop, through a for loop from 1 to n. and here I am saying s is equal to s plus I. So I will be first 1, so 1 will get added to s, then I becomes 2, 2 will get added. Now children, this initialization is very important. Since in plus operator you must have two values. For the first time this value will be 0 and this will be 1. So 0 plus 1 will become 1. So the value of s will become 1. Second time when the value of I becomes 2, so this will be 1 plus 2. So these values will get added. Now children, there is one more thing I want to tell you. Now I have only one statement within the loop. So the body of the loop is containing only this statement. I can place a braces here or I can leave a braces here. So even if you don't write a braces over here, it is not going to show you any error. If it would have been more than one statement, 2 or more than 2 statements, then this braces was required. So I am not using this braces, but many a time you see that in the book or many other teachers are putting these braces. And there is no harm in putting a braces, but braces over here are not required. A block over here is not required. Now you get all this sum gets stored, and once this sum gets stored, children, you print the final output. That is, you can say sum is equal to s, or it is asking you to print s is equal to, so you can say in place of sum you can say s is equal to s. This s is equal to will get displayed like this, and this value will get calculated and this. So children, this is the braces which I have told, and my print statement here is now outside the loop. So you have to be very careful when you are printing the terms of the series. The print statement comes within the loop, and when you are calculating sum or product or any other value, and if it is only one answer, then the output is going to come outside the loop. So here I have shown this loop, but this output statement is going to come outside. If we place it inside the loop, then it will get printed again and again, an intermediate sum. 1 will get added, it will get printed, 2 will get added, it will get printed. That is not we want over here. We want that the last time when all these values gets added up, you get the final output. So children, this is in this particular sum. Then we are moving to the next question. 13th we have done. Now we have s is equal to 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8, and it is till 20. I hope this you can do. Please try to do it some of the series yourself also, and you can find these series in your books also. Start doing, children, and if you have any problem, just take a click of it and send it to me. I am going to solve those series also. So children, here also sum will be of integer type, so I am taking s is equal to 0. And these numbers, as you all know now, that I can generate with the help of a loop. And this is the loop 2 to 20, I plus 2, so I generate 2, 4, 6, 8. This is the series we are doing, and we say s is equal to s plus I. So all these numbers will get added, and system.out.println, I say s is equal to s, and this is how it is going to come. So children, this is what we have done here. Now we move on to the next one, the 15th one. This is where we are finding out the product of numbers. So a little change has to be done when we want to have a product of number. This is the series f is equal to 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, and it is into till 10. Now children, this series you can also see written like this to find out this. So this also means the same thing, or it can also be written as 10 factorial. So here we are finding out the factorial of 10, which can also be written as like this. So if you see a value written like this with an exclamation mark, it is asking you to find out the product of all the natural numbers from 1 to 10. And this also means the same thing. So this is the factorial we are calculating. So class series public void main, nothing to input. Now children, for f, f I am taking as a variable here, and I am initializing it as 1, not as 0. Because if I take this value as 0 and I multiply any number by 0, the net result will be 0. Now I generate my numbers for int I is equal to 1, I is less than equal to 10, I plus plus, and here I say f is equal to f into I. So 1 will get multiplied, then 2 will get multiplied, 3 will get multiplied, and all these values will get stored in f. And now I print this value. So factorial is equal to f. Here I have taken a capital F, and in the value I have calculated in small f. So I hope this is clear. So this question we have done. Now we have again another sum where it is asking us to find out. Please copy down this question, and you can pause the video and copy down this question. So children, now we move on to the next series, and these series I am telling you, they are very important. In my next video I am going to cover up all the series which has come in the board also. So next series is s is equal to 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square till n square plus. So children, class, series, public void main. Now an unknown term has come over here, so I will input it. Now I say s is equal to 0. Here I am going to calculate my, and it is 1 to n. Sum is s is equal to s plus I into I. It is asking us to calculate the square of a natural number. So this is the statement within the loop, and this basis can be eliminated. It is up to you. S is equal to, I printed this value, and this value gets printed. So I hope this series is clear to you all. We have entered the value of n over here. S we have taken as 0. We have initialized this variable, and 1 to n we have made a loop from 1 to n plus plus, and when it will be 1, so 1 square, then 2 square, then 3 square. This value will get calculated first, and it will get added to s. I hope this is clear. Now children, we move on to the next series, and in the next series it is asking us to calculate some value, and it is asking us 1 upon 2 plus 2 upon 3 plus 3 upon 4 till 9 upon 10. In this series it is asking us to calculate these values and then add. So we are adding the calculated values. So here we say public void main, and children, here we say that double s is equal to 0.0. Now children, I have taken this value as s as double because I know that the value calculated will come in fraction, so I must have. Even if I would have taken as double s is equal to 0, this 0 will not get stored in double. It will get converted as 0.0. So you can even put 0 over here. Now children, for the loop I am saying for int I is equal to 1, I is less than equal to 9, I plus plus, and here I am saying s is equal to s plus I divided by I plus 1.0. This is very important. If I say I plus 1, then integer is going to give us a value 0. So what will it do? It is going to first change its data type. I have given one video on type conversion. So this is integer plus double is going to make it double, and this double is going to make this double. So the value calculated here will come in double, and it will get stored in this. And this is the statement of the loop, and now I am printing. So children, this is I have taken it as 9 because this is the value, and when this will be 9, it will again be 10. So when 1 will get added to 9, it will be 10. So this is how we have done. Now children, if you see the next series, there is a slight difference in the next series. Here it is 1 upon 2, then it is 3 upon 4. This is 3 upon 4. Then 5 upon 6. Then 19 upon 20. This is the series. Now children, if you see the upper part, it is 1, 3, 5 and 7 and so on till 19. So what I am doing in this series, I am making the changes and I am making it as I is equal to I plus 2. So I have changed the loop. The loop will be now 1, then 3, then 5, then 7, then and so on till 19. And now if I write the series like this, when it will become 1, then it will be 1 upon 2. Next time the value of I becomes 3, so it will be 3 upon 4. Next time the value of I becomes 5, so it will be 5 upon 6. And at the end it will become 19, so 19 upon 20. So these two series are almost the same, but there is a difference in the running of the loop also. Now children, I hope this is clear to you all. Now we move on to the 19th series. Two more series will cover in this video, and this is S is equal to 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus 19 into 20. This is again the same series as it was in division. We have to just make a minor changes. It is public void main, and children, I am now having my variable as of integer type, because I know if I multiply all these numbers, I will get an integer answer. So I am running a loop from 1 to 19, and it is I is equal to I plus 1. I plus 1 is also I plus plus. So here I am saying S is equal to S plus I multiplied by I plus 1. So this I have taken, and when I will be 1, so 1 will get multiplied by 2 and it will then get added to S. When I will be 2, 2 will get multiplied by 3 and so on. When it will be 19, so 19 into 20. Now I print the sum. I hope this is clear. And children, this last series, I hope now you can do 1 into 2, 1 into 2, but here it is 3 into 4. Then you have 5 into 6. So what will be the changes? 1 into 2, 3 into 4. Then 5 into 6. Then it will be 7 into 8. So children, this is the same series. The only change now I have to do in this 20th series will be that in place of I plus 1, I will write I plus 2, and I am going to get this series. So this series is done by just changing the step size of the loop. I hope children you have followed this series. We are going to continue some more programs on series, and then we'll do some more programs on loop. And most of the children are asking me to give you a video on switch case. Children, switch case we are going to study after loops and after I teach you the scanner class, because I am going to use those functions in the switch case program. So it will be coming very soon. Please watch these videos, subscribe your channel to get notification of the new channels, of the new videos also. And children, thank you for watching this video.